זר.
היה, אבל שאומרים את השם לפחות. זור. סגבה זה.
אבל הבלקני הזה הוא שחקן, אבל שאלה.
מי יכול לשנות?
אותו, אבל לא שיחקו עליו.
למה לתת להפועל ירושלים כיתרון?
אורטרו.
תקים את עצמו לזה.
אורטרו, בכלל לא קשור לקרס. כמה הוא קנה? בלי לקבל כאלה.
6 ריבון.
לא שיחקו עליו בכלל. הוא לקח גרבץ', כאילו, עשה זבל.
גם חלק.
שיחקו עליו. שמתי לב שרק 2 שחקנים נגעו בכדור. המשחק, זה לא נתן לי. אני שלכם. כן, שאלות, יאללה. רגע, אני אענה. בסדר, שמעתי גם בלי כן, דז'אבו. בסוף כל משחק יש לו חיים משלו, ובאים אחרת, ואתה במצב אחר שאתה מגיע למשחק, אז אנחנו תמיד אני לפחות מסתכל על זה כיחידה אחת.
אבל אפשר להגיד שיש לכם, כאילו, אפשר להגיד, יש לכם את המספר של הפועל תל אביב, כל פעם אתם רואים את הפועל תל אביב מולכם, אתם מתעלים, יש לכם מאזן טוב נגדם, מצ'אפ טוב נגדם.
כן. אני חושב שהשחקנים באים מאוד מרוכזים למשחקים האלה, הם מבצעים ברמה גבוהה את מה שהם צריכים לבצע. באופן כללי, אני חושב, לא רק נגד הפועל תל אביב. החבר'ה האלה יודעים ברגעים מכריעים וחשובים, בדרך כלל, לעלות את הרמה, וזה כיף. תודה.
היו אירועים שקרו במהלך הרבע השני, אי אפשר להתעלם מזה. מבחינת מה שקרה לאחר מכן, אתם ירדתם מהפרקט, הפועל המשיכו לזרוק לסל, זאת אומרת, לא, הנקודה היא שיש איזשהו מקום שזה גם יכול לפגוע בכם מהלך כזה, איך אתה ראית את כל הדבר הזה?
אני מסתכל על הדברים האלה רק מבחינה מקצועית. ראיתי שהשופטים יורדים, ירדתי, אמרתי למאמן כושר, תדאג שאם חוזרים, שחקנים מבצעים את החימום שהם צריכים לבצע. יש לנו את המאמן כושר הכי טוב בארץ. דאג לזה, אמר כמה דקות צריך להתחמם, מה בדיוק כל אחד צריך לעשות, וחזרנו טריים.
אני רוצה להמשיך את השאלה עם משה. עופר עיניים מתיישב מאוד קרוב אליך. קודם כל, איך הרגשתם את זה לפני המשחק, והאם הוא הפריע לך בניהול המשחק? לפני עד שהרחיקו אותו במקום אחר.
זה הפתיע אותי קצת לראות אותו שם. זה לא הפריע לי בכלל. כמו שאתם בעבודה שלכם מגיעים ומתיישבים במשרד, אז זה המשרד שלי. יש לי תפקיד, אני צריך להיות מרוכז בו, לעשות את העבודה שלי. ואם דעתי תוסח מדברים כאלה, אז אני חושב שאני פשוט מאמן לא טוב. שעושה מה שהוא רוצה, מה אכפת לי. לא משנה לי, אני מאמן כדורסל, אני צריך לאמן כדורסל.
קודם רציתי להגיד, ברכות על הניצחון קואוץ'.
תודה.
רציתי לשאול במהלך הרבע הרביעי, 5 דקות לסיום, החלטת להוריד את הרפר. רציתי לשאול איך אתה יכול לקחת החלטה כזאת ברגע כזה מותח במשחק, להוריד את השחקן הכי טוב שלך?
רציתי אותו פרש לסוף, אמרתי לו, קח 40 שניות תנוח. הוא חזר לבד אחרי 40 שניות, אפילו לא אמרתי לו לחזור. אבל זה אחת ממאות או אלפי החלטות שאני מקבל במהלך משחק, כשכל מה שעומד לנגד עיניי זה מה הדבר הכי נכון והכי טוב לקבוצה. אני יכול להגיד, באותו רגע הרגשתי שקשיוס שולט במשחק, הרגשתי בטוח לתת לג'רה את הדקה המנוחה, בסוף זה בגלל שלא היה צירות, זה היה דקה ו-20, אבל שמחתי על קשיוס וקדין ושאר השחקנים שהיו על המגרש, וזה המשמעות של קבוצה.
קודם כל ברכות על הניצחון. אני רוצה לשאול אותך על שני שחקנים. אחד זה ווינסטון, שגם במשחק הקודם באירופה היה יוצא מן הכלל, והיום החזיק אתכם, הרפר גמר את המשחק, אבל ווינסטון החזיק אתכם שם המון דקות. והשני זה הבחירה שלך להלביש היום את מובלי. זה היה נראה שלקח לו המון זמן להיכנס למשחק, אבל דווקא היה איזשהו שלב מאמצע הרבע השלישי, שהוא עשה כמה מהלכים גדולים, כולל השלשה הזו בסוף
שלשה ובלוק.
די כן, הבלוק, וזה די גמר את המשחק.
אני מאוד מעריך אותו, ואני מאוד מחזיק ממנו. אני יכול להגיד שגם בקיץ פנינו אליו, זה לא שהוא חדש לנו. כשנוצרה הזדמנות להביא אותו, חשבתי שזה יעשה טוב לקבוצה, ואני מאוד מאוד שמח שההנהלה זרמה עם זה. וכל מה שזה אומר, זה אומר על המשחק שהיה, זה לא אומר שום דבר על המשחק שיהיה. הוא צריך להמשיך לשכנע אותי שמגיע לו להיות אחד מהחמישה שמתלבשים, והעבודה של כל אחד מהזרים זה כל יום, לשכנע אותי מחדש, שום דבר לא מובטח. הוא קיבל, זאת אומרת, לא עשיתי את זה בשבילו, עשיתי את זה בשבילנו. חשבתי שזה נכון לקבוצה וטוב לקבוצה, ויכול להיות שאני אחשוב אחרת במשחק אחר. אבל אני שמח. ווינסטון רמאי, מרמה את כולם. כוכב גדול, מאוד שמח שהוא אצלנו. ואני חושב שהוא גם צריך את זה לקריירה שלו, לבוא ולהוכיח שהוא שייך ללבל מהגבוה באירופה, ואני מאוד מאוד שמח שיש לנו אותו.
רועי אובר לא מקבל הרבה הזדמנויות באירופה. איך אתה מצליח להביא אותו למשחקים כמו אלה בצורה כל כך טובה?
זה לא אני, זה הוא. התבטאתי לו פעם על הבחור הזה, אני חושב שהוא בן אדם מדהים, שחקן מדהים, וזה אחת התכונות שלו, לדעת לבוא במאני טיים ולהביא את עצמו לידי ביטוי, קיבל היום 11 דקות, אל תשכחו, הוא משחק באמת עם הרפר וקשיוס ווינסטון, בואו, אין הרבה מקום, אין הרבה דקות פה בגלל שהם מאוד מאוד טובים, ועדיין הוא שייך ללבל הזה, והכי הכי כיף שיש לך שחקן שאתה יודע שאתה צריך אותו, הוא יהיה שם.
כמה מילים שלא כל כך קשורות לאירוע הזה, אתה אימנת את גלעד קרני שהלך לעולמו בשבוע שעבר, אתה יודע, זה כבר שבוע בערך,
כן.
תספר על ההיכרות שלך איתו ומה זה עשה לך.
כן, שבוע מאוד עצוב מהבחינה הזאת, אימנתי אותו, הוא בן 38, כשהוא היה בן 17 וחצי, אז זה קצת, אני יכול להסגיר גם על הגיל שלי, אבל ממש בתחילת דרכי, בחור מדהים שעוד היינו בקשר אחר כך, די הרבה ככה בין הליגות, מאוד מאוד ערכי, אחד שכולם נורא נורא אהבו אותו, הלך אחר כך להיות לוחם קרבי גם, וזה גם מעיד על האופי שלו, אין הרבה שחקנים שהלכו להיות לוחמים קרביים וחזרו לשחק בליגת על. עבודה גדולה לכולנו וחיבוק גדול למשפחה. תודה חבר'ה.
Hi, Jared. First, congrats on the win and the qualify for the semi-final. It's looked like the same game as the game in the league, 1 month ago, 1 month and a half. You are coming back in the second quarter and taking control in the second half. Tell me a little from your eyes about the similarity of the both games.
I don't necessarily look at the last game. I'm just more focused on what we do as a team in the moment. We know how good we are as a team. We know the things that we have to do to win. So we know when we're able to do those things at a high level, we have a chance to beat everyone. So once we got control of the game, we got into the rhythm of the game. I thought we had great contributions from everybody tonight. Even like Zeus, I only think he finished with 3 points. He was great. This might have been the best defensive game I've seen from Zeus since I've been here. Uber has some big shots, made some big plays. Cash has been he's been great off the bench for us. Justin played great. Really everybody played great. You can look at everybody that stepped on the court today, and they contributed.
Hey, Jared, congrats on the win. It seems that you've made somewhat of a habit out of this, beating up Tel Aviv. I want to ask you about, the first half, it seemed like it was Jared against the world, in a way, because you kind of carried the team on your shoulders. How big was the contribution coming from Cash in the second half, and also, from the other guys that got into the game?
I mean, it's great. I don't ever like to look at it as Jared versus the world. It's always Hapoel Jerusalem versus everybody. That's how I've always looked at it. I know I have great teammates that can contribute in different ways, and when Cash is playing like that and he brings that to the table, we're a hard team to beat, just like everybody else on the team.
Jared, congrats on the win, first of all, and Thank for you. The semifinals. I know as players, you guys don't care much about an owner sitting next to you guys and filming your coach and whatever happens, but it does come to you guys when the game is stopped. What did you guys think about whatever happened over there?
That was the least of my worries. I can only control what I can control. And I can't control that, so I can control what I do on the basketball court and help my team win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, this was a game that we all wanted to win. It's a lot that I want to say, a lot that I can't say, but I mean, now it's time for us to focus on the next game, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure we're going to watch this film, break down our mistakes, and learn from them, and on to the next game.
First, good evening. It seemed like pretty much like in the last game that they closed the half with a 10-0 run like Munich that closed it. And in the third quarter, they ran 15-3 that gave them the lead. What is the problem that in this period that you have, breakdowns?
It's basketball. We have to stop our runs. I mean, we the 5 players or whoever subs in, we have to stop the run. We have to get over that hump and stop them from their runs, basically. Lock down and show hard and play.
Tonight the game was stopped due to Ofer Yanai being sent up to the stands. How did you guys react as players to the games being stopped, the owner moving a spot?
That's out of my control. That's out of the players' control. Whatever that is, that's between whatever that was. I don't really know. But, I mean, we have to start the game and play. I mean, that's out of our control.
Ish, good evening. I wanted to ask, in the middle of the game, you've been very frustrated because you got called on a foul on Jared Harper. I wanted to ask why you're being so frustrated about it.
Why am I frustrated?
Yeah.
You want me to answer that? How many free throws did they shoot, Coach?
28.
They shot
Only.
28 free throws. We shot, what, 5?
6.
6? All right. Me. All right. Thank you. I see you. I see you.
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations to Jerusalem. It was a game it was another target that we wanted to go all the way. Unfortunately, we cannot. We have 2 more targets though, and this is very important for us. Very important targets ahead of us. We wanted to win the game. I think pretty much we watched, as you said, the same picture where it was a tie game. Then one team managed to get 5 or 6 points up. We managed to take twice, +7. Also on the third quarter, and we lost those important, let's say, leads for such a game, such a close game, very quick. We strategically, even though unfortunately for us the outcome is not good, because the last games we played this year, because we have modified our team a lot, they have not, playing at the Euro Cup. We are changing the strategy a lot of times based on their main guards, that they can create and produce a lot of things, talking about Harper, Winston and Carrington. Obviously for the rest as well, but I'm saying that mainly those 3 are making a lot of things happening. But unfortunately, and we need to watch the film, players keep asking me, and I don't have the answers because I have to watch it, but I hope you agree that for such a game and a close game, the 22 free throws difference is enormous. Given the fact that, as you can see on the statistics sheet, we have had 47 2-pointers, wanted to touch the ball in the paint, break the paint and drive and dish and have the closeouts. But we don't manage to go to the free throws, not even to come close or to shoot the same amount of the free throws that one player of Jerusalem shot today. That's something that we need to analyze, to watch it. and to learn from this. Obviously, we're not happy, but as I said, we have 2 more targets to carry on and to move forward. And let's hope that Tomer doesn't have something serious as well, because he hurt his knee. Thanks for the fans that they came today and they support the team. This is important to keep united and to trust and support the team.
Good evening, coach.
Good evening.
Do you think Hapoel Tel Aviv as a team doesn't get the respect other team gets from the referee?
Well, thank you for the question, but you know, it's hard for me. I don't know to what level I can say. I don't know if it's a respect or not, but guys, like, honestly, it's a, when I'm saying derby, I'm talking about a very important game. Like, I understand that derby is the same city and everything, but don't misunderstand me. It's a derby means that it's a close game. It's an important game. So in such an important game and a close game, when you have a 22 free throws difference, I just said, please find the same criteria, and then you might miss the call. You might give a call here and there. That's all normal. It's a part of the game. But at the end of the day, I think that it's enormous difference. And I'm saying that today we wanted, and it was one part of our strategy, to get more of a contact fouls. That's why we drove the ball a lot. We had the contact game over there. We went to the boards a lot. I think that, 13 offensive boards. It didn't work. It's difficult for you to answer you with one, sentence, respect or no respect. Maybe my not answering gives you the answer, on direct on what you said. I respect the question.
And do you think the referee have too much respect and they give Hapoel Jerusalem the win, because 20?
I cannot say that.
It's a lot.
I cannot say that, but you can make your own judgments. I want to say that, again, it was based on that. We had the strategy. We watched film a lot, and actually we analyzed the last games where, Harper was, let's say, if I'm talking about the Maccabi game that they play, Baksheshi here, and Neptunas, and obviously other games as well, but I'm being focused on those 3 games, where, if I'm not mistaken, and if you combine Maccabi and Baksheshi here, Harper was like 3 out of 18 3-pointers. And today, they can see the coaches can identify the strategy. Today we said we're not going to give him a lot of drives. We're not going to give him the contact, because he's a player that he initiates the contact. A lot of time he gets into you in order to draw fouls. We wanted to show the referees we don't do something illegal, but then I said, okay, because players are making certain adjustments. What are the adjustments? When they see that those are the criteria for today's game, they're going to go also draw fouls. But it didn't happen on this way, on that way. So I can answer if they help or not, but it's an evident over here. And we do have, as I said, players that Chris is driving the ball, Vasamic drove the ball. AB was coming into the paint in order to get a contact. Oturo was over there. Ginat. I mean, I can mention everybody.
Good evening, Coach.
Yes.
I wanted to ask about the Hapoel Tel Aviv offense. Lately, it's looking like it's not flowing like at the start of the season. I wanted to ask, we see a lot of isolation of the guards against the tall players on the other team, and
But that's what it was also Jerusalem game, a lot of isolations.
yeah, but it's looking like there's not a
The
lot of
game goes
team
there,
plays.
but go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's looking like there's not a lot of team plays and not a lot of there's a lot of isolation, not a lot of team plays. I wanted to ask, is something you aim for to change in the next games? It's something.
Well, we're watching on that, but the game also gives you some answers, and if AB he's good on that, you gotta give him some credit on that, and then the teammates are supporting that. But I understand where you're going. It's also based on what kind of a defense they play, and if they're switching a lot, and if we have a certain targets to attack as targets, and I'm saying that liabilities or whatever defensive weaker players that you have to create from, and today we have scored some tough threes, and we missed the open looks. We had some good, well-created shots, And then, because you see the number and you said the assists. Yes, the assist takes two. I can create a great play. I can pass you, you're alone, you don't make it. So that's not an assist, but it was an assist as a creation. So, you don't capitalize my creation. So it happened a couple of plays today. It hurt us. I agree with you. We're working on that. It's not in every given game the same way. So teams, they decide something from where to lose from us. They also make their scouting. But it's not based on that. Today, they're two guards. They play extremely good. This duo that also the last game. And I'm saying we changed the strategy. I'm talking about Winston and Harper, that they provide a lot. But definitely, you see Smith points. Those are created by the guards. And the way that you rotate or you leave him in a paint alone or with a smaller guard.
Coach, good evening. Last game, like you said in the press conference, there was a problem with the spirit of the team. Do you agree?
Not in the team. No, I didn't say that.
You didn't say it in your own words, but it seems like, there was a problem with, the team break too easily last game, and it seems like something was wrong.
Not inside the team.
I
never mentioned that.
No, you didn't say it in your own words, but from what I saw. Are you happy from the level
we had a very good preparation of the game.
Fight and the spirit? And my second question, in this point, it's a low point of the season now.
Yes.
after 3 losses.
Not a low point, but it's a critical moment.
3 losses in 4 games. Do you think that there might be needed a change in the roster or something? No.
So on the first part, first of all, I haven't said this what you said. The team has a very good spirit. It's needed. Teams are not going. None of the teams in Europe that they're targeting and they're playing in EuroLeague, especially because they have this kind of a flow of the games. It's completely different to play in EuroLeague and any other competition. Are going like that, straightforward. They're going to have ups and downs and lapses and this and that. So we talk about that. We're going to have those moments that we might have. We wanted to avoid that, but it's undoubtedly it's something that and evidently is coming to all the teams. So that's the period for us. This January and middle of February is going to be tough. We pretty much thought about that, and unfortunately some injuries came, and we want to integrate some other players here and there. It bothers us. Connected to the second part, I cannot talk with you, and I'm not thinking about now additions. Although the club has ears and eyes 24/7 open for every possible addition to happen, but I'm not saying we're going to do that or needed that. So we're the same team that had played brilliantly. Let's don't forget that, I hate to mention, because I don't like to mention also especially on the losses, but the fact that we don't have Elijah for a long period, it hurts, because hypothetically, and I don't wish to happen, but take away one crucial player from, who do you want? Take away Harper, let's say, or take away what? So it's not, and I said, again, knock to the wood, don't misunderstand me. I don't want him. I want him to stay healthy. So it hurts. It hurts at that certain moment. But we are obliged to find other ways. And as I said, we need to carry on. That was an important target. We are in the 2 very important targets as well. So we need to keep believing and try to build our trust. The players, to mention that once again, we had a very good preparation for this game. Very good unity. The players that were really there, you can see it on their eyes that they wanted to fight, and we wanted to win the game. A good spirit in the locker room. And that was evidently today. Well, we lost the game, but that's nothing to do with the spirit inside the team.
Coach, first of all, sorry for sitting like this. It's because of the camera. Sorry for sitting.
No problem.
You guys were here, the whole team, including the staff, last game until like 1:30. I'm guessing it'll be something about the same. From your talks, do you feel like you have the full 100 support of the ownership and everyone backs you going in after this crucial time?
I don't know why we're getting into these questions. I have here a contract, a long-term contract, and we want to build something. We haven't been. the team that had been dominant everywhere, and all of a sudden we're losing. This is a process to build something. So I don't see why we're coming to that. I don't know. You know something else? I'm asking you. I don't know. Do you know something else which I don't know?
As of now, no.
Sorry?
No.
So I don't think so. It's actually Mr. Yanai came last night. He showed his support. He was with the team, even though a very religious person wanted to respect his Shabbat. He was with the team over here. He was together. He gave us some good speeches. So we continue to build on something that it's very important for us, and we need to show character and to show the unity and how united we are now in the tough moments. Because everybody, when you win, they clap to your back and they say that you're the best, you're the whatever it is. On the tough moments, you see who your friends are.
Hi, Coach. Good evening. I want to ask you about the mental aspect of it all, because this is the second time that you guys lose to, actually third time you lose to Jerusalem this season, and you're about to face them after a double rounder in the EuroLeague, which obviously doesn't make things easier, to say the least.
Nothing is easy in life.
But still, how do you, like, after losing 3 times to a team, the same team, in such a period of time, how do you bring your guys to the next matchup against them, knowing, like, you know, and not letting it affect you guys mentally?
First of all, with all the respect to your question, we will think from tomorrow for ourselves to see how we can draw free throws. If we're going, I don't have the real number, but George, you can see in EuroLeague we draw much more free throws. You know, pretty much all those are the same players. So, you know, and especially when they switch at you, we got the ball, we touch the ball in, we have some bigs that they can support, we have guards that they can equally break the paint and create an extra player. So we gotta look for ourselves, and with your respect to your question, we gotta look for the next opponent, which is Red Star, and that's our main goal. We will think about that and gladly to answer to you when that time comes, a day before or 2 days before. For now, we don't have much of a time to you know, cry or so whatever. Yes, you need, when you fall 8 times, you got raised on the 9th time and become glorious. You fall, whatever times you fall, you gotta have that mentality and come back and fight. I'm a big fan of fall forward. So if you fall, you're gonna fall forward, not back.
Hi, Coach. Here. Last game you mentioned that the loss was not related to basketball, I think. You said it was not about basketball, it was something else. Can you explain what you meant by that, and do you feel that today was happening something similar?
No, today it was completely different. No, I haven't felt today that. But I felt what I felt, and I think that you felt as well. There is no much things to say about the game. It was really shocking to everybody, to the players, to the ownership, to everybody of us. The team was first in both competitions, still in the targets. Our target is to be in the play-in, and I don't understand. We were not in kind of, I don't know, hypothetically, a knock to the wood. We're on 13th place, where we're struggling to survive, and, you know, all of a sudden now it's a questioning of what? Of the team that brings success so far? So it was shocking. But I think that you all know very well before I came over here what's the case. So let's don't hide behind our figures. Like we had a kind of a internal fight with fans, with with demands or something before I came here. I was told. So we don't need to. You don't need me to explain that. There are much more well known about the situation people that they can explain you that. To the team, though, it was a shocking. What was happening was surprising.
Coach, did you speak to Vasa?
You need the unity, and you need the boost when the team is going, you know, down. You need to have somewhere to grab from and move on.
Coach, did you speak to Vasa after he got ejected? And do you feel like maybe...
well, in this certain situation, I hate when a player being ejected. Players need to end on the court, but Vasa was frustrated because it was all ball. He went in front and got the ball. I don't know what it was the talk. No, I haven't talked.
do you feel like maybe part of a frustration is from the long night, the game being paused after Ofer?
Well, players, they have emotions as well. I mean, they're from flesh and blood, and like they do react. And I'm saying again, I'm not embracing the way it happened, but it was in front of my eyes. It was all ball. I don't know after that what happened over there. So for sure, it's accumulation of things and emotions that brings you to that level to react.
Thank you.
We good?
Thanks, cool.
How does some of the actions the owner is doing during the games and some of the provocative things that he's doing, like sitting behind the other team bench and posting his Instagram during the game and going to the scorer's table?
You expect me now to answer on that?
How
Me?
does it affect you, the fact that the game has stopped for 10 minutes?
I can't comment on that because I don't know all those facts that you say, if they are the facts, if it is the truth. I'm just dealing with what is the 5 players, what is the substitute, what is my next play, what is the fouls to give, what is my foul situation on the bench.
15 minutes break that we had during the game.
Yeah, but I don't know why it was a break. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what happened. You know?
Yes.
I don't know. Who informed you?
We saw him sitting behind the bench of Jerusalem. We saw him posting on Instagram during the game.
I cannot see that during the game. I'm not saying you're saying something which is not, but I cannot comment on
We
that.
know that the game stopped for 15 minutes. because
This I know. Yeah. I was asking also the referee actually, and he says to me that it was some walking behind the score table, not behind the bench of.
No, he went to the scorer's table.
I don't know. Though. Don't put me in this situation. I don't know. I can comment about the game, everything. So I don't know. I know that the ownership should stay on the court. Those are the ones that they make it happen. They pay those players to come. So we need to find a solution for sure.